Are you awake?
What is it?
Oh, it's something I noticed just now. This is the second time we have had a sleepover.
But don't we share a room back at the Expedition Society?
I know that. What I mean is at my house. It just feels weird having you crash in my room.
I guess everything feels weird being back in Serene Village like this.
I think this goes without being said, but you're always welcome to stay here while we're on vacation.
You sure Caracosta won't mind me freeloading? He seems like a pretty strict guy.
My old pops may be a little grouchy sometimes, but he actually really likes you a lot.
Really?
You shouldn't be more like that Mike, Chikorita. He's quiet and much more well-behaved than you, child.
Just like that! Though Nuzleaf seemed to give you a lot of trouble sometimes, too. The guy was my neighbor a long time before you came along. He got as cranky as my old pop sometimes, especially when I
don't want to talk about Nuzleaf! I'm sorry, Chikorita. I didn't mean to...
No, I shouldn't have brought him up. You haven't forgiven him yet, have you?
I know he was being controlled, but all those months I lived with him, I really thought he cared for me, and thought none of it was real. I don't even really know anything about him outside the facade. I only know him for what he did to me, and you, and everyone. And I just can't get myself to forgive him.
I don't think he's a bad Pokémon. That's probably why he couldn't confront you. Because he knew you'd feel that way about him and didn't want to hurt you anymore. I really hope you two find peace together one day. But I think we should change this subject. Because you never told me how it feels.
How does what feel?
You came here from the human world and did what that ancient Pokémon wanted you to do. You must feel relieved.
Yeah, about that. Do you remember that story I told you? About how I was lost and became friends with a Pokémon?
Yeah?
I think that Pokémon I befriended was Mew.
What? Mew?
When Celebi brought up Mew, it's like something just recently clicked inside me, and I remembered that was the name of my friend I met in that forest. I remember meeting Mew and being friends as I grew up. Mew must have taken me to the Pokémon world the first time to help stop dark matter.
You two must have trusted each other a lot to do that.
But I do wonder where Mew is now, though I don't remember anything outside of when we first met. We were still friends, and I would really like to meet again.
Yeah, Mew brought you here again, so he has to be somewhere, right? That settles it! We should make that the first order of business as soon as we go back to the Expedition Society! Operation Find Mew!
I'd be up for that. I do hope Mew can forgive me for forgetting everything, though.
Don't worry. I bet he'll completely understand. I'd actually like to meet Mew myself. Any friend of yours is a friend of mine. I'd actually like to join in all the fun you said you two had together. For now, though, you should take in the glory of what we did a little more.
No thanks. Maybe you were right about me. Maybe I am a little demure.
Oh, no you don't. Don't you go busting out synonyms.
Shut up. You don't know how hard it is for me to admit it.
It's okay. People say I'm too outgoing all the time.
Maybe if they add the two of us together and divide by half, we'd be just right.
I'm not too good with math, but that sounds about right.
I'm alright with it, though. I think you're enjoying the limelight enough for the both of us.
Well, one of us has to. You should get used to it. because nobody will ever forget how we saved the world. How do you think we'll top that? I bet we'll find some way to outdo ourselves. We have all the time in the world now.
Actually, Chikorita, there is something I have to tell you.
What is it? Mike?
Chikorita, do you remember when you told me you feel strong when I'm around you? Well, the truth is, you do the same thing for me. I already told you how hard it was for me to lose all my memories, but when I'm with you, you make me forget about all that. You make me glad I ended up like this, because it gave me the opportunity to meet you. You've helped me create so many amazing new memories that I'll hold on to and cherish for the rest of my life. I value our friendship more than anything. I don't ever want to forget what we've done together like how I forgot Mew. And I don't want you to forget either. So, if anything ever happens, just remember you'll always be my best friend. And nothing will ever change that. Okay?
You're my best friend too, Mike. But what do you mean? What would ever happen to make us forget each other? Is there something bothering you? Do you want to talk about it? Because I'm here, you know.
It's nothing. I just wanted to let you know that.
Okay.
I'm getting pretty tired. I think I'm gonna go back to bed.
All right. Good night, Mike.
Yeah. Good night.